Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? All right. It's DJ Gas just a minute, man. We got my man Rod Razor live in the building. Once again, WBMG Radio, Zoom broadcast. Yours truly, DJ Gas in the house. Legendary DJ and battle MC from New York, Rod Razor in the building. Rod, can you hear me, man? I need you to turn your mic on, man. Because it's not.
Can you hear me now?
The mic is on now.
Can you hear me now? All right. Can you hear me now, Wilson?
Yeah, I hear you now, man.
Great.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, it's DJ Gas, the WBMG Radio Show with my man, my stable mate, man, co-founder of Terrorizing 3, member of the Wilson Brothers, in the building, man. Rod, what's going on, Daddy?
Man, Jeff, man, great to see you. First of all, really continued success in everything that you're doing. I see you out there, man, doing your thing. Man, what's going on with me, man? It's the same old thing, man. It's the music, it's the work, it's family. God first and all that.
I'm maintaining, man, trying to do what I do. You know, you know me from day one. You go back from teenage days, man, junior high school days, man, and we all had the same vision. We all had the same attitude. We wanted to be DJs, MCs, rappers, man, in the music business, and that's what we're doing, man. So I'm glad to have you on the show, B.
Man, I'm glad to be here, Jeff. Man, thank you for the opportunity. Again, continued success in what you're doing. And like I said, man, you know, man, we talk often, and you know, it's always been about the music for me and you. Yeah, we have families. Yeah, we have businesses, but the bottom line with us, it's always been the music with us, man.
All right. Yo, can you turn your mic up any louder? The volume on, what are you, on your phone or a computer?
Let's see.
See if you get that volume up a little bit more, man.
Let's see.
I know it's not that great on these, when you do these.
Let's see. Is that any better?
Now, you using a headset? Hold up. You gotta do mic check 1 2 1 2 or something, man.
1 2 1 2. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I hear you, but I just want to make sure, man, that you're coming loud and clear on the rebroadcast. Now, you're using a headset. You know you can just use the speaker, which is what most people do.
Okay, let's try it like that then.
Yeah. All right.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Is that any better?
That's better, man.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yes, sir. All right, now how you hear me? You hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Hear that MFSB in the background?
Man, I love it, man. You know what to play, man. You know what I like.
All right.
I almost started kicking a few rhymes when I heard that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it might be some time for that a little later. But back to the interview, man. I wanted to get you on the show. You know, I've been doing TV shows, radio interviews, man, printed interviews for a while. I hadn't had a chance to get you on. You know, we just didn't line up that way. And as soon as I got the Zoom broadcast together, I said, yo, I got to get Rays on here. You know, I got to get this interview. I don't know how many interviews you've done or if you've done any, but I definitely want to get this cat on to do an interview. I know a story. I've been side by side, you know, on stage, concerts, shows with you, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen you perform, you know, dozens of places. But I want to get a little bit back into your story, man, so people know how you got where you are today, man.
Yes, sir, man. It started with me, Jeff, man, in 1975, man. I saw DJ Hollywood, man. He was the first guy that first guy who did it for me, man. He was the first guy I ever heard say, throw your hands in the air, you know, syncopated rapping, rhyming, DJing at the same time. And we talking 1975, late 74, early 75. I probably was 15 going on 16. And Jeff, I was mesmerized. I mean, I was really, really mesmerized.
Yeah.
To make a long story short, spent that whole summer, not early 1974 to 75, spent that whole summer in the Bronx with DJ Hollywood, got introduced to Curtis Blow, Eddie Chiba, and that's how I started emceeing.
Yeah, I was going to talk about Eddie Chiba. I know you told me Eddie Chiba was one of your early influences, him and DJ Hollywood and the Uptown Cats in the Bronx, man. All right, so you meet DJ Hollywood, or you find out about DJ Hollywood. He inspires you to be a DJ or MC. My story's a little bit different. You know, we'll go into mine some other time, but Eddie Chiba was definitely one. WFUV, Fordham University Radio, was definitely Eddie Chiba, which got me into the game. But you know, we went different ways from there. Now, all right, so now you got the bug to be a DJ, MC, or whatever. How do you start out? Because I seen early pictures of you with Central Night Center with a mic in your hand. I seen, you know, other things that you did early on. The first crew I seen you with was with Faith. Tell us a little bit, man, about when you first gripped the mic in front of a crowd and how you end up with Faith Production.
Okay. The first time I ever rocked the mic with a DJ was 1975 with DJ Juice of Sounds Unlimited.
John, Sounds Unlimited.
Nyack, New York. DJ Juice.
Legendary. Monster Sound System, man.
No doubt. No doubt. One of the real first DJs in Rockland County.
Yeah, well, I worked with them. We worked with them also. Me and Tabo worked with them also, man. You grips the mic, you busting rhymes with Sounds Unlimited, which was one of the most respected crews in upstate New York. You know, Westchester, Rockland, Orange, Putnam, Connecticut, Jersey. You know, and even the Bronx, they were well known. I actually did gigs with them. All right, so you with Sounds Unlimited, Juice and John. Then where do you go? Because how do you end up?
I really wasn't with them as a member of their crew. I just had the opportunity to showcase my skills and let people see what I was doing. And fortunate for me, Faye saw me doing that.
Okay.
And he was starting to DJ, starting to form a crew. And I started DJing and MCing with him, along with a guy by the name of Benny Everhart.
Yeah, Faze. That's Ronnie White from Nyack, New York.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Red Sound System, Big Red Van. He traveled all over the tri-state area. Peekskill, Mount Kisco. Did a lot of gigs in New Jersey. As a matter of fact, he was the one who set up the battle between me and Sugar Hill Gang.
I know that story. I heard that story. All right, so now you're an MC. You're a young MC, young rapper. You hook up with Faze Production. Faze is already around the game. You in Nyack, New York, man. Not a lot going on in Nyack. You got sound systems. You got DJs. There's no rappers. There's no MCs. There's no hip hop heads really in Nyack, man. You basically the first cat to come out of there, you know, on the hip hop scene, man. Early hip hop in the 70s, man. Tell us about that, because you say you with Faze. You got a crew together. Who were some of the people that you mentored, or you know, was in that crew, man, or you know, in Nyack, coming out that scene in Nyack in the late 70s, early 80s?
Man, late 70s, man, we had a flourishing hip hop scene in Rockland County. We had a few young cats. They was young cats. They wasn't really hard on the scene like you and I, but they was coming up. They was starting to come up and do some different things, you know. Along with myself, Benny Everhart, Faze Productions. I had a little crew in Nyack, Madam T.
Yep.
She had a little crew, Foxy 5 MCs.
Yep.
All female group. Another little R&B group I put together, Sweet Honesty, R&B female group. Another guy by the name of Sir Glenn.
Yep, I know Glenn Press. Yeah, Glenn, man.
Glenn Press. Yeah. Sir Glenn, the fastest spit. And I had the Fearsome Force MCs from Nyack. You know what I mean? And what I'm really most proud of is when I joined the Wilson Brothers, man.
Yeah, we're going to get to that, man. That's coming. we're gonna get to that, but a lot of people didn't really know how you ended up with us. You know, I heard about you. I heard about FaZe. We was on the other side of town in Spring Valley, Wilson Brothers, me and Taboo doing our thing with circling.
No doubt.
I got introduced to you through Taboo. So you got to tell me, how did you get Taboo, and how did you guys link up, man? Because, you know, how did you link up? Because you ended up with the Wilson Brothers, man. You started out with FaZe Production, that crew. You ended up with Taboo and the Wilson Brothers, man. How did you guys meet, and how did that come about, man?
Okay, I was, you know, like I said before, I was DJing with FaZe. I was really watching what you guys was doing over there in Spring Valley.
Yeah.
I was really watching what you was doing, and I saw what Taboo was doing. I saw that he was a really great DJ. And to be a great MC, you need a great DJ, Jeff, and you know that.
Absolutely.
So I was looking at that, and how I met Taboo is through my brother, CJ. Him and Taboo were in class together, and Taboo was making some flyers for his party.
Okay.
One of his parties that you guys were having.
Okay.
And he says, man, you DJ. He says, man, you might want to talk to my brother, man. He's a rapper. And Taboo was like, what? He rap? He said, yeah. And he says, well, I'm gonna come over your house today. Came over there that day. That's how I met Taboo. Maybe about 2 weeks later, I met you. Yeah. And I think we recruited Dapper Dan shortly after that to start the Terrorizing 3 Sure Shot crew.
Yeah, before the crew really got started, you're right. You was coming through. We was doing shows. We was coming by the crib. We was rehearsing. You was coming by the crib rehearsing. We freestyling all together. Not a crew yet. And
that's right. That's right.
Pretty much
because we were all solo MCs.
Yeah. I was an aspiring MC. I was like a host, master of ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't really a hardcore rapper at that point. But when you came to the crew, when Taboo brought you around, you know, it was like, this is how it's going down. This is my man Rod from Nike. This is what he do. You know, he coming to rock with us. And it was a rough transition. Coming from Nike, you had a crew. You come to Spring Valley to join our crew. And I basically was like, okay, if Rod is going to be down with us, we a crew now. It's not just DJ Taboo and Rod Master Gatsby, or Taboo and Jeff, whatever they call it, the Wilson Brothers. Now our crew, we need a crew that incorporates all three of us. And you're right. Basically, that's how I formed the crew. Remember, it was my idea.
That's right.
I don't really know how to name it. I'm looking to give you credit for the name, but the name was tossed on who was the Sure Shot crew. There was a Terrorizing 3, and you know, a couple of other names came about. But Dapper Dan was also from the Valley, and Taboo really gets the credit for bringing all these cats to the crew because
no doubt about it. No doubt about it, Jeff.
I'm the promoter. I'm the DJ. I'm the MC. I'm doing whatever needs to be done.
Exactly.
Wasn't really so concerned about the show itself, but Taboo brought Dapper Dan in. He brings you in. You know, he starts bringing everybody wants to be down with the crew. But Taboo basically was just auditioning back then, and so was you. You were just auditioning. You know, you was the MC. You was the battle rapper. How did you turn out to be a battle rapper? Because me and you both rapping, Daps rapping, we all crew. How you turn out to be the battle rapper? Because it seems like you had a chip on your shoulder, people coming at you, you coming at them. How you turn out to be a battle rapper instead of just straight MC, man?
Because a lot of times, you know, guys, when we did shows with guys from New York, whether it was Slick Rick or whether it was Treacherous 3 or Crash Crew, they thought we was really some country bumpkins, Jeff. They really thought. First of all, a lot of times I had to get them straightened out and let them know that we not upstate. We right next to Westchester. We're right across the bridge. We're not upstate. Yeah. And a lot of times they had to get them straight with that. So a lot of times I always had a chip on my shoulder because when I went to the city and did shows with those cats, I always thought they felt some type of way about me. But you know, I always came strong. I always came strong when I played with those cats.
You're right, man. We were straight business. I was straight business. I was straight rapping. I had no time for that. But Taboo was a battle DJ. So he needed a battle rapper. So that combination was right there. Because when he get on the turntables, he going straight for your neck. You get the mic, you going straight for your neck. And that's how that went down. So it was a perfect fit. And, you know, my style came in, and Dap's style came in too. But we formed the Terrorizing Three, like you said, late 70s, Wilson Brothers, Rob Razor, Dapper Dan, and Gatsby. We formed the Terrorizing Three, and we went hard. We all brought our own
no doubt
rhymes,
about it.
all brought our own style. I was a rapper, but I was also so concerned about the show, the routine,
No doubt.
the dance steps, because I came up on Grandmaster Flash, Fantastic Four, Funky 4+1, Fantastic Romantic 5, all of them crews.
No doubt about it.
So I came up on those cats, and I wanted the crew. So tell us a little bit about, man, Terrorizing Three, man. I can tell the story, but tell us about the Terrorizing Three, because we did shows out the gate, man, with cats that are now called the founders of hip hop in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. When we did shows with these cats, they barely had records out. It was no Sugar Hill Records. You know, it was
Exactly.
125th Street pressing joints, and he pressed up everybody.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about some of them gigs, man. You know, with Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, Grandwoods Theodore, Bambaataa. Tell us about some of them gigs, man, and some of them shows we did with these cats, man.
Oh man, it was incredible, man, and I really, I think it's kind of a testament to the dedication in our craft of why we still doing what we do.
Absolutely.
You know, the love that we have for the music, I mean, it's incredible. And some of the shows that we did, whether it was Grandmaster Flash, in Newburgh, Ironworkers Hall, I can remember Flash saying, I can remember Grandmaster Flash saying, "You guys don't got records out?" I can still hear Grandmaster Flash saying, "Yo, man, Taboo was one of the best DJs he ever heard."
Yeah. After the gig with Flash, that was exactly what he said. One of the best DJs he's ever heard. And they went toe for toe, beat for beat that whole night. And Taboo, you know, as a lot of people might not remember, he wasn't just a DJ for the crew. He was a break beat DJ. That's what he did.
No doubt about it.
Beat DJ.
No doubt about it.
A rapper's dream, a freestyle rapper's dream. And like you said, we went against Kool Herc and the Herculoids. We were driving freestyles. You know, the cat was sitting
all
there
night.
with a rhyme book. Dude was sitting over there with a rhyme book. I don't remember what his name was. We came up with Kool Herc. He was running books out of rhyme. We freestyling off the top of our head.
Every show.
4+1.
Every show, man.
That's when we broke our routines out. Nobody had seen our routines. They kept seeing us, you know, freestyling and passing it like Rob Razor, get on the mic like you know that you can and just pass the mic. We started dropping routines, man. That's what Everyone Loved It track came out of and all of that, man. How was that experience? It was amazing for me, man. How was that whole thing, man?
Man, listen, man, it was incredible to me because we was the only cats from Rockland County doing that kind of stuff, Jeff, man.
At that time,
playing with Grand Wizard Theodore, doing shows with Grandmaster Flowers. I mean, doing shows with Smith Brothers. You know what I mean? The rapper E. You know what I mean? Those guys, man, you know, then it was a whole new wave after us. You know, once we came on the scene, it was like almost like the Wilson brothers set the blueprint for it. You know, whether it was our dressing, the way we dress, our style on stage, the way we rhyme, the routines, you know, we was deep in the culture and still in the culture.
Yeah, man, a lot of, and you're right. After that first wave, we came out, everybody started getting the record deals, cuts started coming out, everybody had a crew. Tons of crews from Nyack, Spring Valley. I don't like to drop names simply because when cats start telling their story, you don't drop mine. I'm not dropping your name when I'm telling your story. You understand what I'm saying? We know who they was.
Exactly.
We know who was doing what. We know who was trying to do this and trying to do that. But we was at the top of our game through the whole time. Melly Mel had told us after we did the second gig with him, "You're the best crew we've seen without a record deal." He didn't understand why we didn't have a deal. Actually told
Exactly.
said, y'all need to go to Sylvia. You need to talk to Sylvia, man. You know, you're better or just as good as half of these cats that's got records out here. We'll get to that.
I remember that so clearly, man. I remember it so clearly. Right after that show, Melly Mel was telling us, yo, man, I don't know what y'all waiting on, man. Y'all need to be shopping around trying to get a deal.
Yeah, we came out. That's when we dropped. It came out to Everyone Love It MC. We had did the Big Beat rap record, but we did that routine there, man, and it kind of set us apart, man. Cats didn't know. Listen, but you said right after that, the record deal started coming. The record deal didn't come our way for whatever reason, because like you said, we're upstate. Not a lot of respect was given. But we go on, you know, after that wave to be very, very successful, man. Opening for all kinds of acts. You know, I mean, we opened for Curtis Blow, opened for Run DMC. We did all kinds of shows, a lot of stuff that we did, man. DC, Philly. We started branching out on our own. Now I'm a DJ. Taboo's a DJ. You're a DJ. We doing 3 and 4 gigs a night simply because the demand was there. You know, the demand was there.
No doubt.
But I'm gonna fast forward a little bit now. We have the success that we had. We living it. We loving it. Taboo passes away. My brother, Rick DJ Taboo Wilson, our DJ.
95.
You know,
95, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 1995. He passes away. Changes the game for everybody now. We gravitating towards another DJ. Still trying to do stuff. Started using Shawnsky for some stuff. Big shout to the Green Eye Bandit, Shawnsky, up there in Spring Valley and Hillcrest.
No doubt.
Held us down for a minute.
No doubt.
But we branch out and go solo now. You know, you going your way, I'm going my way. You end up leaving New York and going to Birmingham, Alabama. Tell us about that transition, man, from being in New York with one of the hottest crews, upcoming. We had a really bright future. Things happen, you leave. You transition into Birmingham, man. Big shout out to everybody down in the Ham too. I'm from Alabama as well, so you know I gotta rep my people down there. How was that transition, man? When you get down there, you know, how do you kickstart your career back up, man?
Well, it was easy transition, man, because nobody was doing what I was doing in Birmingham, Alabama in 1983.
Yeah.
Nobody was doing what I was doing. Whether it was mixing, cutting, scratching, the performance of rapping, nobody was doing that. Nobody was doing that. So once people started seeing me do those things in the clubs, the opportunity came for me. And I hooked up with one of the #1 guys here in Birmingham, a guy by the name of DJ Showboat. You met him.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Showboat, man. You know, gave me my first gig when I went down to Birmingham in the early 90s. I know it was 92, 93. When I first came down, you was doing shows with him, and y'all was all over the state. You know,
oh, no doubt. And I thank him, man. And he had us on every record breaker show in Birmingham, whether it was the Fresh Fest, had us opening up for MC Hammer, MC Heavy D, a lot of big. Did the Magic City Classic parties, all those good things. He kept us working, and I worked with him till around 95, 96, and then I went solo, and I've been solo ever since.
Yeah, you was doing your thing down. When I was down there, man, you know, and I got to give you a shout out for that, man, because you helped me get my start DJing down south. When I came out, you know, I came from New York. You know, I needed a change. I'm relocating, and I come down there. I'm touring with you and Showboat. I'm touring with you guys.
That's right.
All over the state doing shows.
That's right.
And opportunities for, you know, a house DJ spot came up, Park West actually, and you convinced me to go to audition. It was college night or something, and because you had did that circuit, you had did that scene, and you know, you was making more money on the road. You was making more money touring around the state, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that too, man. You put me on Park West. I go on to see Magic City. I go on to DJ at Magic City 2 in Birmingham, man, and things was going really good for me, man. Appreciate that, man. All right, but back to that.
Oh, man, no doubt, Jeff, man.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said it.
Yeah, man. I mean, you had the talent and the skills, and the opportunity was there for you,
Yeah,
man. And the guy wanted you, man. He wanted you. Soon as
yeah, Smitty. Yeah,
you
Smitty.
played 5 minutes.
Smitty.
You,
Yeah, I
you
always
played
used to make
five
that
minutes. You
same
auditioned
night.
5 minutes, and that guy said, "Oh yeah, I want him." And
Oh, I
and
came
and
highly
let's not
recommended.
forget, you were one of the first.
I can't.
Oh, and you were one of the first guys who start a college night in Birmingham. Let's not forget that as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right, man. I was highly recommended though. You did help me get a foot in the door, man. All right, so listen, back to you now. You're in Birmingham. You go out by yourself. You hook up with Showboat. You go into a Showboat doing some of the biggest events there in Birmingham, but you go solo at some point. Tell us a little bit about how
Yes,
you
sir.
transferred from transition from working with Showboat to going solo and starting R&T Entertainment, pretty much.
Well, sometimes it's just better. Sometimes it's better to be a boss. You know
Oh,
what I
you're
mean?
definitely
You
a better
can.
boss than worker. I believe that. We're all better bosses
Oh
than
no!
that.
Oh no! Oh no! No doubt about it. I saw the opportunity was there. I mean, people were asking me, do I do shows on my own or do I just play with this guy? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Do I have my own equipment? Can I do other gigs? You know? And I saw the opportunity where I can make $100 a night instead of making $100 a night. I can make $500 a night
There
on
you
my
go.
own.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, so I took that opportunity. Me and my wife started the entertainment company, and I think the rest is history from there.
Listen, man. Listen. I seen you doing shows, man. You still travel back and forth to New York, man. You're actually doing an event in New York, an annual event that's been going on for quite a while. The Nike Memorial. Tell us a bit how you got involved with that, man. Who you working with up there, and how's that experience been for you?
Oh man, one of the greatest experiences of my life, Jeff, man, working with the Nike Memorial. It's an event where we honor our loved ones that has passed in the
Yes.
previous years. It was started by some friends in Walton Terrace for a guy by the name of Kevin C. Smith. And
Yeah.
it was spearheaded by my man, Eric Shakur.
Big shout out to Eric.
And it started out as being, it started out being as the Waldron Terrace Memorial Barbecue.
Yeah.
But the event changed later to the Nyack Memorial Barbecue, where it's been held the last 10 years at Rockland Lake State Park. You know, big shout out to Eric Shakur, Roger Harris, Diane Smith, Timmy Powell. I don't want to leave nobody out. Everybody that's involved with the Nyack Memorial. Next to the African American Day Parade, is one of the biggest African American events in Rockland County.
Yeah, I noticed that it was recognized as that. Yeah, but the main thing about that, and I don't know if everybody knows that, is that event was brought about to recognize and remember those who had passed, in the Nyack community, man. You guys do a great job with that. I actually performed with you one year, I believe at the.
Yes, sir.
We performed our songs. Big Beat, and everyone loves the MC there, without Dapper Dan, of course. And at the barbecue, we did a set at the barbecue.
Yes, sir.
But you have been holding that joint down for 10 years, man. I've seen the other DJs and crews and MCs or what have you come and go. But you're a staple in that event, man, and I salute you, tip my hat to you, man, for being consistent and actually doing a good job and representing your community and not forget where you came from, man. Because to travel, from Birmingham to New York every year for that event, spend a weekend, man, is a big deal. So kudos to you, man, and Eric and everybody for that Nyack Memorial event that you guys do every year. Now, I understand it's not going to be, you're not going to have it this year, but you plan to come back next year.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's a great event. I enjoy doing it. As a lot of people know, I go extra hard for that event. I've always invited other MCs to come to the show with me, to come and rap with me on stage, but I seem to not have any takers. Under any event, we still have a great show. We try to go hard. We want to make the people have a good time. I always want to leave my mark. You always know, Jeff, the Terrorizing 3. Every time we did a show, we always left our mark. We always left something that people remembered us by.
Yeah, like I said, big kudos to the community of Nyack for putting that event together. I'm from Spring Valley, but people from all over the county and that area come. You got people from Westchester, Rockland, Orange, Putnam, Connecticut, Jersey. Everybody comes out to that event. Even from all over the country, people travel back to New York for that annual event, man, which is an amazing tribute to the success that you guys have had, man. I want to talk a little bit now about what's going on, man. Coronavirus is out here. A lot of things has changed. It really shut down my business, you know, as a DJ and the MC. We had wedding season, we had graduation season. We had all these things that come through. But I noticed you're still keeping the game alive. You're still keeping your craft alive. Corona mix or virus mix, whatever these live mixes that they be doing. You're posting the live mixes all the time, man, and putting them on YouTube, man. Reminding everybody that you're not giving up. You still rocking. You still, you know, practicing your craft, and you're waiting for the doors to open. And you're back again, man. Spinning, man.
Oh, no doubt about it, Jeff, man. You know, like I said, man, kudos to you as well. I really love the mix that you did, but the quarantine mix is getting pretty heavy. It's getting in demand, and I'm really digging it, man. You know, but you know, the thing about me and you, Jeff, we've always had equipment, and we've always practiced our craft.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
It's not a hobby for me.
Whether it was practicing at your house, at the apartment on the hill, you know, or being here in Alabama in my studio doing something, we've always practiced our craft, man. And like I said before, I think that's what shows the longevity that we have in this game. Because I've always practiced on my craft, man, always. And that's how you get better. I look at my mentor right now, DJ Hollywood, at 67 years old, still doing shows, Jeff. Yeah. Curtis Blow, 64 years old, still doing shows. So, you know, I can take silence and happiness and seeing my two mentors doing their thing, and I'm still doing mine.
Yeah, man. Listen, we came up in the era, man, where you had to be good enough to continue. You know, if you wasn't a good MC, man, you didn't get booked for no shows. If you wasn't a good DJ, you didn't get booked. You know, I hear a lot of these cats talk about, yeah, I'm DJing, I've been DJing for this and that and this and that, but at the same time, your record doesn't reflect that. You know I was there doing 1974, DJing at the junior high school prom. I know what I was at in 1975, DJing at the Tigers Den in Spring Valley. I know I was at 1976, right. You know, leaving the Tigers Den to DJ at the Mambo Palace at 18 years old. And with you and Taboo bringing my records over there, helping me set up with Sir Glenn. That's right. So when I hear cats talk about how long you've been in the game, I just say, okay, that's all cool. But do you know who else was in the game and what they were doing at that time? I'm a historian. I have a good memory. You know what I mean? I know who did what. Exactly. That era. And, you know, I just tip my hat to you, man, for holding it down, man, being true to your craft, man. You know, you are a legendary battle MC. You know, you well respected and feared. It's okay, man. And I just want to bring it. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe not so much now, but back then, yes, sir. I was definitely one of the top battle cats, and nobody would say nothing against our crew, man. Nobody, cause they know I would come from. I really would. But you know, again, the Terrorizing 3, we set the blueprint, man. You know, like I said, whether it was our dressing, our style, everything, we set the blueprint.
That's a whole nother conversation. You got to come on, and we can talk about that, man. Because a lot of people don't know we made records. If it wasn't on the radio back then, you really didn't know about it. If it wasn't on a major distributor or an independent, you didn't hear about it. But the cats that we DJed with, the shows that we did, the crews that we watched come up, and the crews that we basically ended their careers. I don't want to mention no names. You know who you are.
Right. Right.
You got to respect the fact of who Rob Razor is, where he came from, where he ended up at, and what he's currently doing right now. And speaking of what you're currently doing right now, I understand you're affiliated with minor league baseball team in Birmingham. Tell us a bit about that team, man, and some of the things that you do there or have done lately there.
Well, I'm working for the Birmingham Barons, which is a minor league affiliate of the Chicago White Sox. Okay. And I'm really excited because most recently I broadcasted my first baseball game. I was very, very excited. Really came at the spur of the moment. I mean, but when you got DJ skills, you can announce sports event as well.
We mentioned
So
that.
I was really excited about that.
You said that before. As a talented MC, master of ceremonies, anytime a mic is involved and there needs to be a voice, if you're talented MC or master of ceremonies rapping, you can handle that. Whether it's a wedding, a baseball game, basketball game, a parade, whatever it is, man. And you got that talent and skill, man. I got to tip my hat to you, man. I admire your perseverance, man, as an MC and as a DJ. And then for staying in touch with me, because we stayed in touch, man. You know, you booked me. I've flown down from New York to do shows in Birmingham with you. I've flown from DC or Florida to do shows with you in Birmingham. Man, I recently did your birthday last year at Jazzy's on
Yes,
Third down
sir.
there, man. And I appreciate, man, the love and respect, man, that we continue, you know, to have for each other. You know, we mentioned Taboo and his passing, how it affected him. I didn't mention Dapper Dan. You know, Dap was part of the Terrorizing Three. He helped form that crew, man. He helped us reach the heights that we did, man. You know, one of the most talented rappers I've ever seen, let alone had the opportunity to work with, man. Tell us a bit about Dapper Dan, man.
No doubt.
To our crew in Terrorizing Three, man. Let the people know, man.
Oh, listen, man, when we first met Dap, man, he was the perfect fit for us, man. He was smooth, the perfect delivery, articulate. I mean, he could write rhymes. He had writing rhyme skills.
Yes, sir.
He was nice. He was the perfect fit for us. And if I'm not mistaken, he came to the crew through you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had met Dap. Because I lived up top. I knew his sister Carol, his brother Billy, and his sister June. And I knew T.
Oh, right.
All young, aspiring rappers, and they had a little crew together. And again, much like with FaZe's crew, he stood out with that crew and eventually left that crew to join Wilson Brothers, just like you left FaZe to join the Wilson Brothers and we formed the Terrorizing Three. That, you know, was aside of them seeing himself, he had a crew, the Dangerous Three. They had a record out that was produced, I believe, by Bobby Robinson or somebody out there in the game. And the record was a great record, man. Yeah, you could do it. It had traction. It got to play on Mr. Magic's Rap Attack show, but they had copyright problems with the song Martin Luther King's Voice, and it never got really released. So, but yeah, Dapper Dan, man, rest in peace, man. We love you, man. We still going on. Like I said, we do the shows, we do the events without him, you know, because it's three-way harmony is what we do. So it's easily
to
play with the track or to do his lines as well. And I'm looking forward to doing that. I told you we need to remix those songs. We need to get together and do those songs. We do it here at my studio right outside of Atlanta, or we do it at your studio, man, right there at your crib in Birmingham, man. But, you know, for everybody that's listening, me and Rob Raisin is only about 2 hours apart now. We both doing our thing and looking forward to doing much more. I'm definitely looking forward to working with you, man. I'm looking forward to freestyling, busting rhymes. You're doing the Facebook Live DJs. We're going to bring the rappers out. We're going to bring these MCs out because I haven't seen none of them, you know,
no doubt.
Quarantine rap. You know what I'm saying? Quarantine routines. Everybody want DJ.
Right.
So, you know, I look forward to doing that with you, man. We've been talking about it, and I'm looking forward to it. Listen, before you go, man, the show's it's only like 35, 40 minutes. Before you go, man, you want to give a shout out to anybody or, you know, tell people how they can contact you and book you through R&T Entertainment?
Sure. You can reach me also on social media platform, Facebook, Rod Smith, RT Entertainment.
Yeah.
You can easily Google me and find me. I'm available for shows right now. Right now, we're just doing outside events right now.
Yeah.
We're not doing any inside events right now. We're just doing outside events. I want to give a shout out to God for keeping me strong.
Yes,
a shout out to my lovely wife, Trisha, who always holds me down.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Years.
And
Years.
just a big shout out to you too, Jeff, man. Continue success for what you've been doing. And always great staying in touch with you, man. And congratulations on your new move to Georgia.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. You know, I'm from Alabama boy at heart, man. When you first moved down there, I had to let you know that I was from Alabama. Fayette, Tuscaloosa area, and
You're
have
right.
family in
You're
Birmingham
right.
too, man. So
Right.
yeah, we down here in Georgia, man, and I'm loving it. You know, I'm loving it. Got a nice place down here, and trying to get back to doing what I'm doing, man. You know, I've been through a lot the last couple of years, and just finally got myself back together, back on track, and we breaking out, man. We ready to do things big, man. If it's virtual, if it's online, fine, man. We can do the quarantine mixes, but we got to do the quarantine raps as well, man. So I can't wait to grip the mic
Exactly.
in, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep talking about it. We done practice.
But you know,
You guys
it's always a problem with me and you. It's always a problem with me and you in the studio together, man. You know, it's a problem, man. It's a problem.
Down, man. Taboo and Dat both said the same thing before they passed, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't give up. Don't stop. Don't quit.
No doubt about it.
Keep the Wilson Brothers name alive. We keeping the Terrorizing Threes name alive. We keeping our legacy alive because we're still here. And as long as God gives me breath and ability to grip a mic or a turntable, as you feel the same way, man, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Like I said, man, the dedication that we have to the culture is not going to stop, man. And there's a reason why I'm always going up to New York to the Niagara Memorial.
Yeah.
Because I'm in demand and I want to be there. I want to turn the party out and I will turn the party out.
All right, here we go. And I say New York City. 1, 2. And I say Rod Razor is in the building. WBMG radio show with DJ Gatsby. Aha. I know we got a delay.
Hey.
I will tell you to spit a few rhymes. But anyway, MC Rod Razor, thanks for coming out. Big shout out to everybody that watched this show. Don't forget to follow me. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for the replay. Yeah, I had to drop that on you, Ray.
And I love it. I love it. You sounded crispy. I love the echo, baby.
Yeah. I told you ready over here, man. I got the studio set.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, you know I'm coming over there, man. I'm coming over there, son. No doubt about it.
Yeah. Big shout out to everybody who tried to get in on the Zoom broadcast. I could not let anybody in. We've been having technical difficulties with adding people to the broadcast, and you know, out of respect for Rod and wanted to have a clean show, I was not able to bring anybody on to ask any questions or comments, man. But they definitely was trying to get in, but and so to know that, you know, family, friends, and fans was definitely trying to get in. But the way the interview goes, man, I just couldn't do it. Right, Ray's promise when you come back on, man, another time and do another show, man. We'll talk a little bit more about the Terrorizing 3 MCs, some of the routines we have, and our latest records, man.
Oh, no doubt about it, Jeff, man. Once again, man, I appreciate you for having me. I thought everything went well. It was a great show. I think it was very informative. I think people got a lot of information from it, got to know a lot about me, and got to know a lot about you as well. So God bless you, man. I'll be happy to come back on the show, man, and discuss more about the Terrorizing 3.
All right, that's my guest, Rod Razor. You've been watching the WBMG radio show, a.k.a. the talk show with DJ Gatsby. My guest is legendary DJ and battle rapper Rod Razor, member of the Wilson Brothers and founding member of the Terrorizing 3 MCs, along with me, Gatsby, and MC Dapper Dan. Yo, Raze, God bless you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll see you soon, bro.
See you soon as well, Jeff, man. God bless, man. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Hey. Once again, DJ Gatsby, WBMG radio show. My guest is Rod Razor from Birmingham, Alabama. Peace, God bless. Don't forget to join us every Friday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Zoom.